Alright. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, wherever the fuck you're watching from, bro. We're back with another chapter of One Piece, chapter 1167, titled Ada's Son. Get into it. Cover request by Ideal Sanji. A cat is scolded for stealing a book by Gin and Nojiko. But they aren't mad. It's giving Nami vibes. Melly, thank you for the water break. Alright. 33 years ago, 5 years after God Valley, in a post-God Valley world, I could have sworn pirates were at the shore. But something was huge, shadowy, and emerging from the mist behind them. The underwater prison impelled down. Everything just went kaboom after that. Our ship was in ruins before we knew it. We didn't have fish food. Sure wasn't a secret attack? No way, it was shaped like a human. Did it work? Oh, it's good, it's cool. Don't tell me you were those infinite models of the Florian Triangle. Bad chance, we don't fish in that region. We wouldn't know to avoid it. Anyway, that monstrous thing was definitely human-like. Oh, I see. During this time, a human rumor became to circulate amongst the Grand Line countries that a monster lurked in the deep seas, targeting pirate crews. The identity of that monster was none other than Harold. Few who sailed those waters had even seen a giant with their own eyes. But to them, he was nothing less than a very embodiment of fear. Harold now worked in the shadows, back up to the Navy as a part of its atonement for the last 1,000 years of history. Meanwhile, pirates who had gone their separate ways at the God Valley continued to rise in prominence. And over the last decade or so, each of them will become a defining face of the nation. We got Kaido, Whitebeard, Big Mamu, Wenji, Shiki. Most of these pirates simply clashed over territory. However, one crew broke through all others and achieved a feat long believed impossible. They circumnavigated the entire world. The world was plunged into great turmoil as countless souls set soul. Wait, did I miss a page? Yeah. As they were hailed as the crew of the King of the Pirates, Gold Roger. The public execution of the captured Pirate King was meant to serve as a spectacle and display of the government's power. However, the world was plunged into even greater turmoil as countless souls set off in pursuit of the vast treasure largely left behind. The One Piece. No one had anticipated the adventure of the Great Pirate Era. Navy headquarters found themselves caught off guard. As a result, more than 10 giants were dressed into Marines from all over the world in an effort to consolidate strength. During this time, Harold waited on the Navy hand and foot. You see how hoochie he was? These ancient giants. I want to make my slave out of him. And that very year, he was granted formal permission to visit the Heartland. A shallow sea contract? That's correct. That's the same one Shanks had. Consider yourself the right hand of the God's Knight, God's Steel. It is a great honor. There are 3 levels of contracts. The shallow sea contract is more of a minor pact. It's more of a minor pact. The deep sea and deep sea contracts are reserved for those who are bound fully to the true God. Only 13 individuals in the entire world have received privilege. And what do you mean, my God? You will only come to know the greatest depths of this world on the day you become a full Knight of God. Could ELBAPH become a member nation then? Naturally, Harold. At that point, the entire world will be clamoring to welcome you. I'm good for the opportunity to prove myself. The Knight's Temple. Shangara. Shangara? Domain of the Gods. The Captain, Knights of Gods, the Garland. What is the Great One planning? You're gonna obey us even though you're King of ELBAF? Of course, just say the word. We'll keep long distance correspondence on hand and call if we need you. You'll be free to travel the surface world, but you are forbidden to speak of our dealings. Understood. He looks like Shanks, but blonde hair, of course. Huh. 20 years ago, in Fishman Island. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I haven't done this in a long time, Neptune. Me too, Pajamon. We both have our fair share of headaches, don't we? I don't think your son is that bad deep down. Let's not forget what your loop is like. Well, we put it like that. I'm being brutally honest anyway. Did I tell you about fortune teller? That I have a daughter in 4 years? Why don't we betroth Loki to my future daughter? What? Now you're going too far. Cut it out. Hey, don't write her off so fast. She's not gonna be any old mermaid. My daughter will be born with a power which no one else could ever handle. Well, that doesn't sound like a perfect match. Let's have a toast. He's my future mischievous troublemaker and your little Mosa. So it's Shirahoshi. He's talking to Shirahoshi. Loki's talking to Shirahoshi. Mosa? That's the bitch she was talking on the phone. Here's to my future mischievous troublemaker and your little Mosa. Don't call her that. She won't be Shaggy. So it confirms Loki's talking to fucking Mosa? I mean, that was one of the theories we had all along in the community. It's not even a shock to see it being like kind of fruition. But holy shit. It's really funny to me how most Loki and Shirahoshi were like destined to be together. But Loki wanted Lola. You got a bad bitch over here, bro. Like, what's happening here? Alright. That same year in the Owl Library, no doubt. Don't mention it. You're free to live here freely, Saul. Thanks a bunch. See, there's one thing I have to ask. If we get other learned folks on the ELBAF to help, would you really open the school here? A school, huh? That's a nice idea. 15 years ago, incident occurred on the Holy Land. My sense of running away. The cells are broken. Hey, do you want to be their pets? Yeah, is that a God's Knights? Sure. Listen, the armory will be left unlocked for you. I'll tell you the location. Huh. Gunpowder. Hurry, big sis! Sander Sonia! There's someone out there. Someone's fighting to free us from this hell. Hurry, Koala, you have to run. This attack on the whole land was carried out by Fisher Tiger. In this wake of this moment, he would go out to become the captain of the Sun Pirates. Oh, it's Boa! Oh, shit! Looks like it's pretty rough. It says someone with the government wants to let the army open for them. Now it's up to us to find the culprits. Someone wants to introduce you to Harold. His name is Shanks. Huh? He's Shamrock's younger brother. They were separated a long time ago due to circumstances. He suffered many hardships in the surface world. If he were to form a DC contract, I believe he'd make a great asset. Form of Shamrock. For a time being, he's only given the same rank as you. He's all... So it confirmed Shanks does not have regen. It confirmed it. Shanks only has the shadow seal, same as Harold, not as Shamrock. I said the same thing when I first met Shamrock too, but I can't shake the feeling I met you before. I don't know what you're talking about. It is some giant coming up from surface. Don't ask something familiar with me. I was left from birth for God. There's blood in my veins. I have no doubt I'm gonna become a god knight before you. Oh, I guess I'm gonna take someone else. He's like, fuck. Come on, Shanks. I wish you deepen my knowledge of the Holy Land. And I shall apprehend that traitor to claim the credits I deserve. Are there any leads? God still devotee. Thank Shanks. It can fully wait till your wounds are healed, Shanks. You cannot fathom the anguish of having the last 24 years of your life wasted. No wonder the rest of the world seems so alien to me. Thanks, Shamrock, Knight of God. I've hated everything down there. He's not convinced. He's not convinced. That same year, the fishing village on ELBAF. It's no good. My medical knowledge is so limited. Let's call Harold and see if he can get us with a much skilled doctor. Don't. He's got a lot on his plate now. Let's now toss it on a network with the world government if we don't use it. I can cover on my own. Monto, keep the tavern open. Keep saying that, but we can run a day. You have to get better, or Harold will be heartbroken, you know? No way. How can I, if you're still this sick to this day? Whenever Harold comes home, he also goes straight to the elders and begs them to allow you to legally marry. That falls, he knows I'm happy with my tavern. I enjoy playing this from all over the world. It may not be much, but I feel like I'm helping Harold by doing that. So she's still writing with him. Hey, you foreign hag. What? Loki, kick this meet up for the old hag, will you? The town's my main thing. I want her to reopen it. Big grief, the troublemaker has grown out of hand. I'm glad you've been able to keep him in line, even as Harden and his friends away. Looking for it after your boys really love you. Everyone's born this out of proportion. I'll be fine, but it makes me smile. ELBAF, Alcohol Village, hometown of Ada. Huh? What you just say? What we were talking about how utterly unbearable it'd be to let that foreign bitch worm her way into the royal family. This is right, Loki. We're Estrid's relatives. She's Harold's true life. We can't let anyone claim on our inheritance. That's why I stuck her dose of poison. This stuff is fatal. Heritage unnumbered. Mato, we can't hold off on ringing Harold anymore. On it. We're not able to live by blood, but I see him the same way I do. Same way I see Harden. Loki is still my cute little son. Loki goes crazy. Ding! Loki, hey! Ida isn't really gonna die, right? I still remember my birth mother. She hated me. She had thrown me into the realm of the dead. Who gives a shit about inheritance? Your whole family is nothing but trash. Now answer. Ida will actually die, right? Jeez. I bet you're pretty get lonely, right, Loki? Wouldn't you better stay with us? You're the only mother I've ever known. So Estrid's family poisons Ida. And Loki snaps. He snaps. Is he crying? Maybe. It could be tears, or it could be a vein. And Estrid was fucking hot, so why is her family fucking disgusting? Holy shit. So boom, let's review. There are 3 contracts. The Shallow Sea contract, the one that Harold and Shanks have, is just a minor pact. It's a little something. The Deep Sea and the Deep Sea contracts are reserved for those truly bound to the gods. So, Shamrock, Garling, what's his face? What's his face? Summers. Who else do we see here? Summers. Gunko. And we see it. We see it right here. This is the same symbol that Shanks has. So he only has a minor patch with the Gourd set. Nothing crazy, nothing serious. So he doesn't have regen. He doesn't have. We might tell a picture maybe, but he's still God. So he's not a devotee. They call him a. What do they call him? God still devotee instead of not a god. Because it's a difference. You're not there yet. You're working your way up. You're not there. Okay. So Fisher Target broke up by himself, but we can see that he's still chained up. So Shanks breaks his chains. Douche. And he's not hurt. His chains are broken. He sees, and he's like, Shanks is like, "Hey, I will leave the armory unlocked for you. Do what you gotta do." And that set up an entire event. Him being able to feed the slaves, bringing Koala, Boa, and sisters, a bunch of other niggas too. Yeah, so he's the same as Harold, but they want him to be Shamrock's wreck. Which it really concerns me why they took back Shanks, but they did not take back they didn't take back the Flamingo. You know, theory. What's the theory, Stellos? What if before he died, Roger had asked Shanks to the giant knights and still did his fruit? I believe that's the case, because when we see the last thing that Roger told Shanks made him cry. So right here, Roger probably told Shanks about his family, about the god, about how his family part of the God Knights and how he could infiltrate them. I'm pretty sure he did. And Shanks being the child of child destiny, child prophecy, because Shanks essentially, right? Shanks essentially, is the foreteller of Nika. So because Shanks followed Roger's will, Nika's or Joy Boy's rebirth came true. He came back. And it's really ironic because Shanks is the first person that Luffy is freed. Because due to Luffy's mistakes, Shanks lost his arm. Freeing him from the shackles of the God Knights. Unironically. Thus, liberation becomes true. We asked Hero to open scroll, who gives a fuck? And Shanks being the reason why the Tiger raid went successful. Such I really find it funny how in the last chapter, Sengoku was talking about how there's millions and millions and millions, tens of millions of Marines, and due to the pirate era, they dropped to 10. So you know what? We need like 10, just not 100 giants, just like 10 giants. That's a good net for us. That's so crazy to me. Wait, that's Shanks. Doesn't introduce Shanks right here too? So Shanks does not have. He doesn't have his. Where's Shamrock? Shamrock's hair is longer than that. This is Shanks. There's no bandage on his eye here. So between this time, between this panel, okay, so a lot should happen. Yeah, a lot should happen. So from the time that Harold was introduced to the God's Knights, or it's God's Steel, and the Fisher's Tiger raid, Shanks lost his eye. That's super interesting. That's super interesting. So he still went back to sea. Unless it's an error. This could be an error on all of behalf. Huh. Yeah, Harold's not convinced on Shanks' series. Oh, it's right here. Because he knows that he knows that he is the traitor. So he's like, yo, tell me more about the Holy Land, Shamrock. Let me go hunt for myself. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Only 13 members. So 5 are Gorisei. So that's 8. And 8 God Knights. That makes sense, right? Alright guys, well, I think I'm gonna head out. I need to edit some videos. I need to edit some fucking shorts. We'll be back. Maybe. Alright, have a blessed one, guys. See you.